step up. They know and we know that this will not be perfect. But for Live, in 1 week, Australia will become the first country in the world to ban under 16s from having social media accounts. With one law, we can protect Generation Alpha from being sucked into purgatory by predatory algorithms described by the man who created the feature as behavioural cocaine. 2 years ago, I stood on this stage to outline Labor's aged care reform. E-safety will watch and respond to migratory patterns, and if LinkedIn becomes a secret online meeting place for under 16s, I will not hesitate to act. And e-safety will be conducting an evidence-based evaluation of the impacts of the law, good and bad, intended and unintended, to inform the government's 2-year statutory review. Cat on previously secret strategies by social media giants. Like I said, this law isn't set and forget. We're always going to look at ways to improve it. But I think for the most part, this is about changing the responsibility and the onus to being what do social media platforms owe us as their users as they seek to operate in our country. Yes, there will still be kids with accounts on 10 December and probably for some. I find it outright weird that YouTube is always at pains to remind us all how unsafe their platform is in a logged out state. And if YouTube even this morning is reminding us all that it is not safe and that there is content not appropriate for age-restricted users on their website, then that is a problem that YouTube needs to fix. That these platforms' internal drive is executed through aggressive, divisive content that... Who is getting slapped with the first $50 million fine on 10 December? The bureaucrats in this room will back me up here. Regulation rarely acts fast, and certainly not that fast. Information gathering and enforcement powers lay with the E-Safety Commission. But what you can expect on 11 December is that E-Safety will send notices to the 10 platforms we have named in our dynamic list. These notices will seek evidence, including how many underage accounts they had on 9 December before the law started and on 11 December after the law started. Those platforms will have time to reply before the next round of information requests are sent out, asking for updated numbers every month for 6 months. Targeted algorithms, persistent notifications, toxic population. Teenage addiction was not a bug, it was a design feature. And on 10 December, there are going to be withdrawal symptoms. Teenagers will be upset, some will fight to get back on, some will manage to find their way around the tech and keep their accounts. But I truly believe the short-term discomfort will be worth the long-term benefits. Many kids don't tell their parents about seeing harmful content on social media, often because they're worried their parents will overreact and maybe deny access.
I'm going to sneeze. No, you're not. I'm going to hold your nose. No, I won't. That's weird.
It's so mean and impolite.
Dude, I was doing that, but all that popped up was gay men, okay? I was sick and tired. It's gonna be worse for like queer people and like people with like niche interests, I guess, because like that's the only way they can find their community. And some people also use it to like vent their feelings and like talk to people to like get help or something. So I feel like it would be fine for some people, but for some people it would like worsen their mental health because you're sending the like isolated, alone people back. Like they are not gonna, they might not figure out how to get the help they need because sometimes the Google search isn't enough. And like you're cutting off the people from like others who can potentially help them and like get sources to get help. Yeah.
Many people now and even before now have been very attached to social media, and some people use it as like a lifeline for like escaping reality and like entering digital world.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Do you like to play and have fun? Boom. I feel
Finding a community that like accepts you as a person and like what you are. whereas online you find more people that like understand you and they just like get you more.
I did. I faced a lot of backlash pretty heavily. I got bullied pretty badly, which is terrible and disgusting, but it was what I was experiencing at that time. Slurs being yelled at me, things being thrown at me. I was followed home at points, and it was hard. It was hard trying to navigate finding myself, but also finding a safe space to be myself. School didn't help at all. It's a cute skirt. Where'd you get it?
I did finish the interview. I'm running.
For me, it was my community and my lifeline. Social media was the place that I went to when I needed people to talk to who understood me. Obviously, being a young queer person in a pretty small school with less than 600, it was difficult to find people who understood what I was going through but could also relate and help me in those situations. And I was so fortunate to find a community of people online who not only understood my struggles but could help me through them and I could talk to. And I'm still friends with most of them to this day, from not only all across Australia but all across the world.
They are mixed in their view and opinion. I think there's definitely can be some benefits of restricting or reducing their reliance on social media for their well-being. We know that social media can be an avenue of harm for young people in terms of things like unrealistic body image, for example, or exposure to bullying or predators online. So there's those influences that will be reduced. On the other side, what we're concerned about is that young people still have mechanisms and avenues for connection and for help seeking. If you think about a young person who might be living in a rural or remote community, who may identify as part of the LGBTQI plus community, for example, and or be part of a multicultural community, and or might live with a disability, those sorts of, the more marginalised you can become, the less likely you might be able to have people around you that you feel understand you, look like you, are interested in the same things. And it's those people, I think, that are starting to feel concerned that where they find connection online might not be as easy to find offline. By suicide in something called suicide postvention, which aims to go in, support those communities and reduce the risk. It's the job of growing up is to explore your identity. And if you don't have safe places to do that, then isolation, distress can escalate really quite quickly.
I thought you were on Pinterest, but I was like, no, it looks like she's on Discord. No.
She said, but we have to get our nails done today. I don't care. This is a one in a life. That's a photo to do this?
For me personally, it's slightly problematic because you're basically isolated for about 6 weeks during the school holidays. During the start of it, I think I won't be as dependent on social media as I will be hanging out, as I will be socializing with family. But as it continues on, I will probably feel more attached to social media.
What are you doing? Just waving around. He's waving his head around. See what he goes. And he needs string and bead. And this one. And this one. And I like this one. Yep.
I think, yeah, like start of the school year maybe, because that's when people are actually like out and about at school, they can talk to each other. it's kind of an unfortunate time to do this.
2, 3.
My biggest thing is that if somebody can go get a piercing, can go get a job, can go get their own Medicare card, can get a tax file number, can go take their driver's knowledge test before the age of 16, and they can do all of these things with the trust that they are responsible enough to handle it and advocate for themselves if it becomes too much, how can we then say they can't hold a social media account?
Can I get a cheeseburger?
Nice. That's really good. I'm good. I've already said I'm good.
We believe the short-term discomfort will be worth the long-term benefits. Many kids don't tell their parents about seeing harmful content on social media, often because they're worried their parents will overreact and maybe deny access.